Salute. Check. Ah, there we go. From the red team to the gold unit, how you doing? Salute. Eric Leno, 14 months. Gold team, go! There you go, Eric Leno, 14 months. What? 12 plus 2, what? 10 plus 4, what? 7 plus 7, what? 6 plus 8, what? 5 plus 9, what? 4 plus 10, 14 months, Eric Leno, how you doing? That's what I'm talking about. Eric Leno, salute. I got a little bit of time before Raw hits the airwaves, so we're going to go over the preview for tonight. I'm also going to talk Sasha Banks. We got confirmation on why WWE turned her down. They did have talks. I told you originally what it was, but now we can confirm what it was, and it's absolutely, it's batshit ludicrous to believe that Paul Levesque, McMahon, Nicholas Khan, anybody would let this get in the way of bringing back the best female wrestler on the planet, or one of Sasha Banks Mercedes Moné. And that's not an opinion, by the way. We say that on this channel because of the facts, right? She's everybody's best match, or at least one of their best matches. You cannot say that about everybody, or many, but she's everybody's. WWE has talks with her. Wait till you hear what this is about and why they said no to Mercedes Fernando. We're also going to talk CM Punk. He's confirming his plans, his original plans for WrestleMania. And this is just, we knew this was the original plan, or at least should have been, but now to hear it from CM Punk, it's gut-wrenching, right? We actually don't want to hear about it. Because now it's just more of what we could have gotten. It's like Rock versus Roman. We could have gotten it. We were this close. And, just a bad batch kind of ruined it for everybody. And now we're getting, I don't even know what we're getting. We're getting the rematch of Cody and Roman, I believe. And then we're getting a weird tag team match. Cody and Seth versus Rock and Roman. I don't even know what we're getting anymore. But then you had CM Punk and Sethington. That was going to be huge. We'll talk about what CM Punk said. Undertaker, man, Mark Calloway. He's talking about his one wish with today's wrestler. When I tell you guys what this is, see if this sounds like BC at all. When the Undertaker is speaking about the one thing he really wishes today's wrestler would have. We're going to talk about it. Also, I don't have enough time for that subject. I'm going to save that for a separate upload. That's a little bit more on the serious side too with the McMahons. So that might have to wait a little bit because I do want to get to those stories and I do want to start off with the Raw preview. So let me get a big hold on. There's a lot of amplified units sounding off in the chat. That's what I love to see, man. What is it? 14 months, Dante Jaron 23. How you doing, huh? 14 months, been rocking with the amp unit for 14 months, end quote, says Dante Jaron 23 in that membership super chat. Dante Jaron 23, 14 strong. We've only been having these memberships for 14 months, so that means you were down from day one, not ish, legit from day one. Salute, Dante Jaron 23. Adam Cleary, 3 months strong. Adam Cleary, man. Salute. The last 90 plus days, Adam Cleary's been rocking gold status. DC Lanier, 11 months strong. About to hit that 1 year legit DC Lanier. Salute. Rock it out, brah. DC Lanyard, man. Been rocking for 11 months strong. Anybody else? Damn, we got a lot of gold carders up in here on 24 minutes notice. 24 minutes is all I gave you guys before we went live. There's a big chance I wasn't even going to get this going up, this live stream today, guys. So I'm glad I'm able to do this for you guys, man. And I'm so glad that you guys are able to catch it. I'll get to the stories. Don't worry. I want to make sure I'm getting all my gold status, man. My board of directors. DB for life, man. Before I get going, I see that 10-spot super chat. I appreciate the couple of coffees. Never needed, bro, but I appreciate it heavily. Thank you for the cup of 2-3 coffees. DB for life. BC, the IWC is getting mad at the wrong person instead of blaming The Rock. How about they blame Triple H? If Cody would have won at WrestleMania 39, there wouldn't be no "We Want Cody." Here's a coffee on me, BC. Red team, go! DB, that's a 10 spot. That's a couple 2-3 call. That's like 3 Dunkins and almost 2 Starbuckses. So I appreciate that, dude. You know how I feel. DB for life, you've been rocking with the unit for a while now. DB for life has been with this unit for a long time. So you know damn well that BC holds HHH accountable. Unfortunately, the rest of the community doesn't feel that way. I don't know if they're looking for employment down the line. I don't know if they just refuse to let go of the black and gold days. You know, when he had the Dusty Rhodeses and the William Regals and Vincent Kennedy was footing the bill every week. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but they just will not. If anything good happens, HHH is cooking. And if anything not good happens, it's somebody else's fault. It's Vinnie Mac. It's Brewster. It's The Rock. It's Nicholas Khan. It's Ari. His hands are tied. HHH is in the closet tied up. It's not him. Stephanie called. The balls are back in her purse. It's not HHH, guys. Don't you understand? When it's good, it's HHH. When it's bad, it's not. No, that's not how we play this game. This guy has been touting how he is for the last year, the chief content creative officer. For the last 9 months straight, he's had more control than ever before. I can't say much is improving. We're 6 weeks away from, this Saturday will be 6 weeks away from WrestleMania. I can't tell you more than 2 matches that are announced. I can't tell you any build that's happening. I can't tell you one name for the Hall of Fame that's been confirmed. 6 weeks. We're 47 days away. We're 6 weeks from Saturday is WrestleMania. And you know what they're announcing? They're announcing the fan access, which is called WWE World in Philadelphia. So if you're able to get around Philadelphia before WrestleMania in the 5 days, you're going to get WWE World. Bring your wallet, bring all your credit cards because they're going to have all the merchandise. You're going to get all the autographs. You're going to get all of the meet and greets. You're going to get it all. You know what you're not going to get? You're not going to get one damn name for the Hall of Fame. You're not going to get one damn match for WrestleMania. Because they don't give a shit. So I will always hold HHH accountable. I assure you of that. As far as if he had just letting Cody win the championship at 39, well, this channel was right all along. You know, that's not just BC with a pat on the back. That's everybody in the unit that claimed this, right? We went on a Cody or Bust world tour around 39, correct? Anybody that would listen, we said, no, guys, hold up. It's got to be Cody winning the title at 39. Roman's going away for a while, guys. Cody's sticking around. You got to put the title on Cody now. You can't wait a year anyway because so much is going to change. It's Cody or bust. I tried to tell everybody. Beasley's wild. Beasley's wild. He's too amplified. He's not thinking clearly. Wait a year. Give Cody some more struggle and adversity. Let Roman go home with the title for a year. Cause that makes fucking sense. But we tried. Anyway, DB for life. Can you tell I wholeheartedly agree? I've been echoing those same sentiments for I don't know how long. And I will continue to do so. You know, that's what I mean. And then you get a dream match like Roman and Rock, you know, and It's the same people that claimed, we needed more struggle and adversity. 30 plus years of watching pro wrestling. I've never heard of that, by the way. Struggle and adversity. That was the first time I've ever heard about it. And I'm like, not now. Fuck your struggle. Fuck your adversity. This dude was in hell in a cell with half of his body purple and blue. That's enough. Let's go. Give the dude the title now and let Roman go on his year-long vacation. Let's not overcomplicate this, fans. But of course, these fans need to hijack WrestleMania every year. Every year, it's something stupid from these people. Every year, it's something stupid and something different. And the same people this year now, because they look like idiots, now they're doubling down. Well, now Cody's gotta finish his story. But we have Rock and Roman. And he's a part-timer. He gets winded just hitting the ropes. He can't wrestle a match more than 12 minutes, Lindsay. How's he gonna do the Canadian Destroyer 750 plancha? How's he gonna do the suicide dive into a moonsault, basically? How's he gonna do it, basically? How's he gonna do the aerobics and the gymnastics, basically? Basically, how's he gonna do it? What, do you gotta take a shit? Are you constipated? Shut the fuck up. How's he gonna do it? He's gonna throw some punches, some kicks, a clothesline, a couple of 2-3 body slams, and you're gonna shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Or maybe that's the problem. You just want to enjoy everything. You're gonna be captivated by The Rock. That's what's gonna happen. But no. Let's watch the same match from last year, only this time, because we feel he has enough struggle and adversity, we're gonna have him win the match. It's gonna be different this year, basically. Cody's gonna have his hand raised, and Roman's gonna have a rubber chicken. It's gonna be Roman with a rubber chicken, Bessa. Hey, Bessa. Hey, Bessa, over here, Bessa. He's gonna have a rubber chicken, Bessa. Roman's gonna have the rubber chicken, Bessa. Hey, Bessa! Bessa! Hey, Bessa! 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 Over here, man! Roman's gonna have the chicken, man! It's gonna be Roman! Roman's gonna have a rubber chicken! It's Roman in the chicken now, BC! I told you, man! I said wait a year! I tried to tell BC in the amplified unit, they wouldn't listen! They wouldn't listen, that amplified unit. They're stupid, huh? I tried to say wait a year. Just wait a year. And if you wait a year, Roman will be with the rubber chicken. Who's with the rubber chicken now, BC? Oh, I tell ya. So now we're playing a game where we just lost a dream match so I can watch a match I just watched the year before. This doesn't feel like WrestleMania 40 to me. WrestleMania 40, man, the anniversary. I just want this story to be fun. I never want to hear about a story ending. I will never read another fucking book and exist. I will never read another fucking book because I never want to finish another fucking one of these stupid stories. Have storylines, do the storytelling, no question. But these fucking, this shit, no, that's done. Anyway, DB for life. I think you got this kick-started with that super chat. BC's all amped up on his 16th coffee today. So there you go, bro. Woo! I tell you. Oh, my chat's rocking, man. You guys are the best, man. You make this the channel, brah. Carlos, 14 months strong. Hey, BC, good to see ya. Hope you got some good news for us. Well, unfortunately, not on the Mercedes Moné shit. Not on the CM Punk shit. And Carlos, it's up to you to determine if this is a good Monday Night Raw. We're going to go over the preview in just a little bit. But at least the live stream is much better because Carlos Ray, you are in it, bro. 14 months strong. One of the very first unit members was Carlos Ray. So a salute, brah. Carlos doesn't catch or can't catch all of these, but always good to see Carlos up in here. William F. going 7 months strong. 7 months membership. William F. What's up, BC? Hope you had a great weekend. A lot of work had to be done. It went by fast, but here we are, right? And this weekend, guys, I don't know who's going to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but if you are, BC would love to have you stop by the channel. I will be live, hopefully, like a Clorox wipe, 99.99%. I hope to be live at 5 o'clock in the morning on the channel to watch Elimination Chamber and do a live The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So if you happen to wake up at 7, 8 a.m., stop by the channel. I might have already been live for 2-3 hours. I might still be live. So stop by. I might have 7 tallies in the ugly, 6 in the good, maybe 12 bad. Who knows? William F. Salute, man. Always good seeing you up in here, William F. Big Nang! Oh, near that 14 months is Big Nang. 13 months strong. Big Nang. Sub BC. Remember 2007, WWE booked WrestleMania's main event versus WrestleMania main event Cena and HBK versus Taker and Batista. The difference was they know what they're doing, unlike this year. Cena and HBK versus Taker and Batista. I don't remember that. I probably purposely forgot about that because I just think those type of tag matches at WrestleMania are so stupid. Just put them on. Those are a glorified main event for a Raw or a SmackDown. Cena, HBK, Batista, Taker. Those are mega names, right? There's no need to pay money to watch that at WrestleMania, man. WrestleMania is for title matches, actual grudge one-on-one matches, or if it's a tag team division, a tag team match. But this isn't a division, right? Cena, HBK. I don't remember that at all, Big Name. My bad, BC. The tag match was at No Way Out 2000. Okay, well, that's probably why I didn't remember it at Mania. But either way, Big Nang, No Way Out, I still wouldn't want to give you $7 to watch that. $5, $2. I wouldn't give you $2 to watch that tag match, bro. That's a house show match. Big Nang, 13 months strong. Salut. Santivia, 13 months strong. Santivia, major gold status channel member. I'm more amped for the live good, bad, and ugly review than for WrestleMania itself. Keep spitting those facts at them, BC. That's all we do here, Santivia. You know, it's fact after fact. Everybody else jumps into opinions and talks their feelings and opinions. Me, we can talk about feelings and opinions, but nobody cares, not even mine. I like to talk facts so we're all on the same page so we can help pro wrestling be great again. Santivia, major, no doubt. Salute, I appreciate the 13 months strong. Over a year now, Santivia. I'm going to be down in this coffee before I get to any of the stories in the preview, man. A lot of salutes. We got a 2-spot super chat. Drifting away a little bit from the channel membership chats, super chats. What is it? Derek Fleming Jr. Salute, Derek Fleming Jr. Haven't seen you in a minute. Best WWE storyline of all time in your eyes, BC? Question mark. Best storyline. Best storyline. It's so subjective because there's different types of storylines. Like, for instance, when Paul Levesque McMahon ran over Steve Austin, Survivor Series. At that time, we didn't know who ran him over. But the fact that they went to that extent is just epic to me, right? They did a whole sequence, a whole stunt where Stone Cold was ran over. I think, didn't they blame Rikishi or something? But HHH had it planned out, something like that. The story kind of went off the rails a little bit. The details kind of got lost in the shuffle. But something like that I really appreciate. I appreciate things like Macho Man, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, where they perfectly used Miss Elizabeth, where Hulk Hogan was truly trying to help Miss Elizabeth, but Macho Man, playing on how he was in real life, was really paranoid, and he thought Hogan was hitting on her. And at that time, Saturday night's main event, it was one of the first ever Saturday night main events. And Macho Man went into the medical room where Hulk was checking on Elizabeth. She got injured at ringside. Hulk brought her back during the match. Macho Man ran back there. At that time, they were good friends, even a little bit of a tag team. Macho Man just attacked Hogan right there in the medical room. You never saw anything like that before. Along those lines, Macho Man Ric Flair, WrestleMania 8, the whole storyline was beautiful. Ric Flair was really getting into the dome piece of Savage through Miss Elizabeth. Really getting in Macho Man's dome piece like they actually had an affair. And he would fabricate these photos and stories to go along with him and Mr. Perfect's grand scheme. So for me, it's the actual story, right? The match itself is the culmination. It's the cherry on top. But when you can deliver the actual... I remember Rock and Stone Cold, right? One of them, was it Stone Cold that threw Rock's championship, the IC title, off of the bridge into the river? I mean, that's what I mean when I say storylines, storytelling, right? When the next day you can go to school with your friends or go to work at the cubicle with your adult buddies and you could literally say, dude, did you see what happened on Raw, bro? Stone Cold threw the IC title over the bridge. I think it was The Rock that did it to Austin, and then The Rock chucked Austin off the bridge like a human body went off the bridge. A stunt, of course. But The Rock chucked Stone Cold off the bridge. That's storytelling. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm giving you a bunch, but I'm just trying to show you what storytelling means to pro wrestling and how it differentiates, I can speak, from what we see today, right? And this is why BC has such a problem. I talk about the Attitude Era and the Golden Era because we still need a little bit of that, a lot of bit of that today. I'm glad you're more athletic today. I'm glad you can put on 25, 35-minute bangers and clangers. I'm glad that dipshits are giving you 6 and 19 stars. I'm glad, I really am, that the audience chants, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" 2 minutes into your match. That's all fine and dandy. But where's the storytelling, man? What is happening in the feud that is going to make us truly care about the match? That is an art. And that's lost. Undertaker speaks on this. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, guys, actually. Yeah, Carlos. Carlos has been around for a minute like BC. Okay, and Carlos is a big fan today. Loves most of the shit that he's seeing today. But Carlos knows, like most of my amplified unit, it's missing so much still that we still need from back in the day. You still need to incorporate that because that's what pro wrestling is founded upon. Larger than life characters. I don't care if you're a little dude. I don't care if you're a Darby Allin. If you're a Cassidy that's orange. I don't care if you're a Garcia that's a Danny. I don't care if you're a Wawa with a Taz. I don't care what you are. You still have to be larger than life because when that music hits and you come down the aisle, we need to give a shit, bro. And then you have to be incorporated in storylines we care about. Anyway, that was a lot that I gave you there, Derek Fleming Jr. But I just wanted to show you just some of the stuff I remember because the storytelling was just so much fun. I don't care how zany it is either, by the way. I remember Undertaker was taking on Yokozuna at Royal Rumble. He was going to take off for a while, but they wanted to tell the story that The Undertaker is not officially dead, so don't you even say that he's done. And they wanted to tell the story that when he does come back in a few months, you're going to see an even bigger, badder Undertaker. So they actually had 10 dudes with Yoko. They lit the casket that The Undertaker was in. They lit that son of a bitch on fire. All of a sudden, the lights go out. The Tron shows The Undertaker in the casket cutting a promo. He looks like he's been dead for years. All of a sudden, the eyes open up. The gong hits. The Undertaker is resurrecting from the top of the Tron. Goosebumps. So when he comes back, man, those seeds are planted, That's when storytelling was thought about months in advance, even when somebody was taking off. Nowadays, somebody will leave for several months, maybe a year. They come back, there's nothing for them. Nothing. It's like creative was like, oh, we're getting Drew back? Put him in there with Gunther. Sir, he just faced Gunther several months ago at Mania. That was his last match with Sheamus. Put him back. Anyway, I tell you, you get BC talking about pro wrestling, man. There's nobody better in the game, I'll tell you that much. Because I will go back 30 years. I will cut to the chase for today's pro wrestling. I'll tell you what's really epic today. I'll tell you what's lacking today. The good news is the things that are lacking can be picked up quickly. Nobody wants to make it better, I guess, right? It's just about how many somersaults can you do? How many moonsaults? How much acrobatics can you truly put in one match? Demonte Ty Drew, 14 months membership. What's good, Amp Unit? 14 months and still staying strong. I can speak. Demonte, salute, bro. 14 months for Demonte Ty Drew. Dave Mealy, 13 months strong. A PLE at 2 a.m. in the morning, question mark, question mark. Now we will finally understand how Ash Steggles and JR9 feel every PLE, LOL. Yeah, I believe they're, Scotland, I believe, right? Or around that neck of the woods. So they're always on a way different times. And they both, for the most part anyway, are able to catch these streams and a lot of these uploads. So that is true dedication to Stegmeister and JR9. Dave Mealy, 5 a.m. for BC. So if you guys are up at the start of it, make sure you stop by the channel. If you're going to be up anyway, you might as well stop by the channel, say what's up. By the way, I haven't gotten to any of these stories yet, but we're already over 100 on the ups. That's really badass. I forgot to even mention that. So let's take it, I don't know, $150 plus. Hour plus before Monday Night Raw. Appreciate it, guys. James Shrimp Fajitas, 13-month membership. What up, BC? Who would be in the Hall of Fame this year, according to you? I would do Bray, Chyna, Miss Elizabeth, Batista, and Demolition. Salute. I like that lineup. Batista and Bray Wyatt seem like obvious choices. I just wish they would announce it weeks ago so you can really build to it. Get people excited that are going to be there for sure. I would also put in Regis Philbin. I've been saying that for a while in the celebrity wing. Regis has done so much for pro wrestling, and unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But if you're going to have a celebrity wing with half the yahoos that are in there, it's complete nonsensical to me. Put Regis Philbin in there. Let's stop being stupid. Demolition, I would love to see. One of my favorite tag teams of all time. They got in a lot. They joined some lawsuits against Vincent Kennedy. And I just don't know if they're going to get that nod, or at least anytime soon. I would love to see Chyna in there by herself, not attached to DX. She has more than earned that. Miss Elizabeth for sure, especially, it sucks that she's no longer with us. Miss Elizabeth has to be in there at one point, sooner rather than later. The contributions that Miss Elizabeth made to this industry cannot be touched. So anyway, I like your list, basically, but I've already spoke. James Shrimpitas, I spoke on this before, and I basically gave that exact list. So no difference really there, just a few additions. Jacqueline Robinson, 14 months strong. I am a Cody fan, and I want my dream match too this year. Cody better win, and if done correctly, Rock could turn on Roman and have the match on day 2. Well, here's the thing. You're not going to get it on day 2, I don't believe, because you're not going to promote that with 1 day notice. It looks like they'll have this stupid tag match, and then it looks like Rock will somehow, if they don't have Roman beat Hulk Hogan's record, if they do give the title to Cody, look for The Rock to turn on Roman, obviously. And then we have to wait another year to watch Roman and Rock, unless they fast track it to SummerSlam, which should be at the grandest stage, but whatever. I mean, a lot of fans already ruined that match anyway, just like they ruined Cody Rhodes in that big celebration last year. See, fans get too cute, you know what I mean? They start thinking they're smart, and they start booking this shit, and they don't take something that should be simplified. They just try to overbook it, right? Cody needs the title, but let's wait a year. Let's add more struggle and adversity. Rock can take on Roman, but maybe next year. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Stop trying to act smart. Let the people that are smart be smart. So anyway, Jacqueline Robinson, as a Cody fan, you're going to get your match this year, and maybe you'll get Cody hoisting up a title instead of laying down next to a rubber chicken. If HHH has his way, Cody will lay down to 2 rubber chickens and still will not get that title. Roman will go on to take Hulk Hogan's record. Jacqueline Robinson, 14 months strong. Appreciate ya. Going for 15. Gold Leaf, welcome to the Gold Team, the board of directors. My gold unit, Gold Leaf. You already got the name. You're pretty much already there, brah. Gold Leaf, salute. Great to have you. Hold on, I missed some super chats. I know. Let me go back. Lone Revolver won a couple of coffees, a 10 spot super chat. We are being gaslit. The Cody crybabies are now calling us crybabies for pointing out they ruined a dream match for WrestleMania 40. I don't know anything about that. Lone Revolver won. I don't think it works that way. You're a crybaby. You're a crybaby. Well, you're a crybaby. Well, you're a major crybaby. Well, you're the biggest of crybabies. You're an ultra crybaby. You're a... Shut up! Too much crybaby talk there, Lone Revolver won. You can't take somebody else's diss and try to ricochet it back or volley it back. Doesn't work that way. So they're already going to have to take an L on that. The Rock coined the phrase. The Rock is going to take the W on that. Lone Revolver won. Appreciate the coffees, brother. Dave Mille, 5-spot coffee. In my eyes, Stone Cold and Booker T in the supermarket will always be a classic segment. Price check on a jackass. I could do better than that, right? Price check on a jackass! That was a real line, guys. Booker T, Stone Cold fighting in a supermarket. Tens of thousands of dollars in damage was cost. And Vincent Kennedy was like, fuck it. It's all for the entertainment. It's for the TV. We got to get the shot. We have to get the segment. That's when pro wrestling was fun. When they put the resources into it. They set up, they put the time into it. Right? You got to set up stunts for a lot of this stuff. You got to plan it out perfectly. You have to have the budget to match the damage that's going to be done or the cost. That's when pro wrestling was at its best, man. When time, energy, effort, resources, everything got put into it. Nowadays, when you watch a Raw or a SmackDown, watch, guys. Watch the format. Match, match, match. Promo, match, match. Promo, promo, match, match, match. Promo. Good night, everybody. See you next week. I mean, the formula is atrocious. Dave Mealy, I second that. We've talked a lot about that segment many times on this channel. You know that. Stegmeister's up in here, by the way. We were just talking about Stegmeister. What time it's going to be when Elimination Chamber hits the airwaves, and Stegmeister's got to be up at what fucking... what are you, at 2 or 3 a.m.? Stegmeister, what is it? Scotland, right? Or no, that's Jer now. Where's Stegmeister? What time is it going to be when Elimination Chamber hits the airwaves, bro? We were just talking about that. 14 months, Stegmeister. Let me talk to ya. And if you think I'm going to miss another live stream, nah. The Stegmeister is here to layeth the smack it down. I kind of did that Stone Cold and LA Knight, but I guess they're one of the same, right? Stegmeister. I read that in half Stone Cold, and then I read it in half LA Knight. Stegmeister, appreciate you, brother. Glad you're up in here, man. We'll be the same as JR9. So what is that exactly? Scotland, is it? So, yeah, I don't know. I know it's 5 a.m. here, so if you guys are up watching any of Elimination Chamber this Saturday, stop by the channel, say what's up, man. Smash that up, say hello. Have a coffee with BC, right? Have a 15-minute coffee. We'll watch a match or something. I'm going to be live for the entire event, doing the good, the bad, and the ugly review. But if you want to have a coffee or two with BC, I'll be live for the entire event. Would love to have you. 10 a.m. in the UK. Oh, you guys are good, man. 10 a.m. You've already got 6 coffees in you by 10 a.m. Stegmeister, appreciate you, brother. All right, guys, here's the deal. We've been live for over half an hour, and I have got to none of my stories yet. That we have literally, you guys have just been amplified. I know I don't get to do as many live streams as I would like, and as you guys would like, but you guys were amplified, man. A lot of gold unit up in this bitch. A lot of board of directors, a lot of channel membership love. So I got to make sure that goes right back to you guys in a volley, and a lot of super chats as well, man. I appreciate that. Never needed, but I will always take the time to make sure you guys know how much I appreciate you. So if you don't mind, let me get into some of this. I'll start with CM Punk. CM Punk has confirmed that he was going to have one of the Mania spots, the main events, him and Sethington. His exact quote recently in an interview was, fingers crossed, but yes, that was the plan. That was the plan. So it's almost like it's better if you don't know it because you kind of knew that's what it was going to be. But because it was never official and then he got injured, you kind of think, well, maybe anything else could have happened. We don't know for sure we would have gotten that match. But now Punk just put a dagger, right? Like, no, you were going to get that. And then I got hurt again. At this point, I don't know. CM Punk is literally made out of Pop-Tarts. I've said this before. He's made out of Pop-Tarts. And if he falls, you know how gentle you got to be with a Pop-Tart, right? Even when it's in the little packaging. If you're on the subway and you ding it against the steel pole, bam, that Pop-Tart is in 3 different pieces. And there's nothing worse than a Pop-Tart that's not together. You cannot enjoy a Pop-Tart in 17 pieces, and you fucking know it. You're sitting there eating like the crumbs like you're a fucking bum on Fifth Avenue. No, you take out a Pop-Tart in its totality. CM Punk, he falls the wrong way. He just falls. And that Pop-Tart busts into 17 pieces. I watched this guy in AEW 2 years ago. He just jumped into the crowd. He didn't like run or anything. Not that much anyway. Took a couple 2-3 steps, leaps, and he's fucking broke into 12 fucking cherry Pop-Tart pieces. Then he injures his arm in AEW a few months after that, or before that, after that. Then he injures his arm, right? That's the cinnamon Pop-Tart, and that thing exploded into 17 pieces. And now you got the strawberry Pop-Tart, right? The other arm fucking crushes into 27 pieces. So who's to say when he comes back? When he comes back, that was just a DDT that he took, and that's his 3rd injury in 2 years. Big injury. What the heck is this dude gonna do in a match? You know what I say? Here's what I say, guys. Up in the community, it's been talked about. Stone Cold has been talking about how he wants a CM Punk match, right? Or, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but what he said was, well, you never say never. We'll see. He said, that was his exact quote. We'll see. You never say never. He says, if the timing is right, if the price is right, that's telling you that Stone Cold is absolutely willing. If he gets the right phone call, if he gets the right words thrown at him, he'll do this match. CM Punk, I don't know if he can hang with even an injured Seth Rollins at this point. So maybe it would be best if CM Punk just had a dream match, even though they're not in their prime per se. But maybe CM Punk for Stone Cold wouldn't be all that bad when he comes back. Anyway, that was the Punk news I wanted to throw over to you guys. Then you have Sasha Banks. You guys hear about this. Now, I told you guys what we were hearing, why Sasha Banks signed with AEW. She had talks with WWE, but WWE turned her down with her price. Now, there was bullshit reports saying that she was asking for way more money than Charlie Flair and this and that. That was never confirmed. In fact, the latest report we are hearing is, yes, it is confirmed. Paul Levesque McMahon turned down Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks, because she was asking for a legit raise. That is confirmed, but we kind of already knew that. But the part of this story that is mind-boggling is it wasn't even an astronomical price. From what we're hearing is it's just what other females were already being paid. So you have to think that narrows it down to 2, right? I don't even think Bianca's there yet. So Charlie Flair Becky status, right? Charlie, I believe, would be the top with the merchandising and the cut deals that she has on the side, which she does have with WWE. So she just wants like equal to Charlie. I don't see how that's a problem. Charlie Flair is not everybody's best match, or at least one of them. She's not. Sasha Banks Mercedes Moné is. It doesn't matter who your favorite is or what match you enjoy or what wrestler you enjoy following, right? If you talk Zelina Vega, if you talk Io Sky, if you talk Bianca Belair, if you talk Bayley, if you talk Charlie Flair, if you talk Becky Lynch, if you talk Carmella, you can go down the line. Sasha Banks is there, if not one of the best match that they've all had. Literally the best match. Like the wrestlers themselves have went on record and said, well, my favorite match because it was the best, I gotta say, Mercedes. The wrestlers tell you that. So when people in the community try to like go back and forth with their opinion, right? Sasha sucks. Don't even argue. Don't even argue with it. You're not going to get far because they're too dense to understand reality. They don't understand. Their opinion is meaningless because you are fighting with facts. You're fighting with facts, and they're trying to shield themselves with their opinion. Sasha sucks. Huh, that's amazing. Because factually, she's the opposite of sucks. You don't like her. That we can say, right? You don't like her. Sasha sucks. She's everybody's best match. I don't know. That's kind of contradicting if you ask me. So my point is, she just asked for some Charlie Flair type money. That's it. And Triple H, Paul Levesque McMahon says, no, we can't do it. No Nicholas Khan is stepping in. No Ari is stepping in. They let Sasha Banks Mercedes Moné waltz out of the company. And now she's going to do big business in a few weeks. In Boston, Massachusetts, TD Bank, Tony Khan grabbed her for a big sum of money. She got her payday. Now, does she make an impact or not? I don't know. Let's ask my unit right now. If you don't mind, let me go to do a little poll now. Hold on, guys. I'm going to ask you a question, and it'll be up in your chat in a little bit if you don't mind. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. So in the next 15, we'll give it 20 seconds. Next 20 seconds, you got a question coming up in your chat. If you don't mind answering it, that'd be great. Just simple question. Will Mercedes Moné move the needle in AEW? It'll be in your chat in the next 20 seconds. Just answer that for me. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Will Tony Khan utilize her properly? Will long-term people care that Mercedes Moné is in AEW? And is it fair? Can Mercedes Moné put all of AEW on her back when the flagship show is only getting 800, 805, 811,000 viewers the last 3 weeks? And you expect this one lady to come in and totally, catapult everybody to 950 to 1 million? Is it fair? That's another question. %57 say no. 43% does say yes, though. I'm going to leave that poll up for a little bit because it's close. It's closer than a lot of polls that we do on the channel. So I'm going to let that stay up for a little bit, another minute or two at least, while I'm doing that big nang with that 2-spot coffee. BC, dare you to go live 5 a.m., 2 a.m. for EC. You don't got to dare anybody. I already said I'm going live at 5 a.m. Big nang. Don't waste your dares on things that are already happening. I already said I'm going live at 5 a.m. Jacqueline Robinson, 20 spot. That's a bunch of coffees. Jacqueline, Salo. One of my faves was Raw. Oh, one of my favorite Raws was DX in the parking lot. Then taking over the cameras and mics. Spaced out over the full show. But that was back in the day when storylines mattered. Thank you, BC, for your live streams and videos. Much appreciated. Jacqueline Robinson, thank you for tuning into these live streams and the regular uploads because that's what I appreciate. I appreciate you. So I'm going to volley that back. I appreciate you. And I agree with you. I loved that DX because it's one of those stories that, like you said, it's spanned across the entire show. The best storylines will happen in many segments over the show. It's almost like it's an adult soap opera for a lot of dudes, though. That's all. A lot of females as well, but the dudes can enjoy this soap opera. That's what pro wrestling is, right? And you have something that you keep going back to throughout the show. And that was that DX segment. Appreciate you, Jacqueline Robinson, and the coffees. Bobby Means to Spa. TK won't book Mercedes correctly. Jade is an example of that. Bobby Means, you may be correct. In fact, Bobby Means, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to the poll to kind of stem from that super chat. I want to see what the unit is saying because we already have over 100 votes. Bobby Means, that's as a big Sasha supporter, I really want to see what they have in store. I hope it's just not bring her out and that's it. All of a sudden she's in this weird feud and ratings stay the same and Mercedes is lost in the shuffle. I really hope that's not the case. Hold on, let me go to the so 56-44, 56% say no. Mercedes Moné will not move the needle in AEW. 45% say yes, she will. I'm going to let it go another 20 seconds unless 10% is going to change in 20 seconds. That's close, though. That's close. I mean, that's basically... That's as close to half and half as you're going to get. Basically 55-45. All right, I'm going to end the poll there. I'm going to end the poll, and the result will be up in your chat in the next 15 seconds. 55-45. 55-44, it says. We'll round that off. 55-45. That's close. Listen, if they have a real plan for her, it'll make a splash. If they don't, and it's just like Punk and Edge and everybody else before them, there's a reason they never move the needle. And it's not just on them. You can't just blame Punk. You just can't blame Edge. You can't just blame Saraya, Paige. You just can't blame them. TK never had anything for him. He thought the name alone would move the needle. That's not fair to the individual, and it won't be fair to Mercedes either. Carlos, I love that, Carlos. I know, that's why I'm keeping that faith for sure. You know how big of a supporter we are, Carlos, on this channel of Sasha Banks Mercedes. So we're hoping for the best, man. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I appreciate you guys, man, participating in that. I wanted to see what you guys felt about Mercedes because it's happening. Big business. The S's are in the dollar signs. It's in Boston. It's the TD Bank Arena. Mercedes just cut a photo of that place a couple weeks ago. Or was that more than a few? Was that Survivor Series when they were in Boston? I don't know when it was, but Sasha was outside of that same arena. And TK said this was months in the making, this plan. So she knew. She was inside talking, but who knows if the deal was finalized? It must have been, right? Wow, man, I don't know. I would love to know the timeline of all that. Stagmeister, a 50 banger bomb on a Raw preview. If that's not the motherload of support, I don't know what is. Plus, it wouldn't be a BC live stream without a Stagmeister special. Stagmeister, man, damn. I expect that on like I don't know, maybe a PLE or a 5 a.m. Elimination Chamber event on a Raw preview, man. I see that blinking red. I'm like, wait a second, is that a banger bomb? Stagmeister. I got to give you a huge swig on this, man. I appreciate you. I'm trying to nurse it. It's all I have. I can't make another coffee because I need more water to put in the Monster 5000 coffee machine. So this has to last throughout the Raw preview. I got to get to that now. Stegmeister. Appreciate you, brother. Stegmeister, are you still up in the chat? Are you going to be... Are you going to stop by and say what's up at 5 a.m. Saturday? You better, brother. All right, guys. I can't even get to the Raw preview yet because I have one more story I do want to get over to real quick. Undertaker, right? He has one wish for today's wrestlers. Not wrestling fans, wrestlers. Undertaker says the following. Undertaker says, I wish these guys... Or he says, my wish is, because these guys are so athletic, off the chart athleticism. They go out there and they give 110% every time. I just wish they got more of the aspect of storytelling. Then they'd realize they don't have to take as many chances with their body. No lies detected. No lies detected. He's just saying if they concentrate more on the aspect of storytelling, they won't have to be dropped on their dome pieces 87 times a match. That's all he's saying. And all the injuries that are occurring. There's more injuries today than we've ever seen. And you say, well, BC, back in the day, they didn't really tell anybody about their injuries. They wanted to stay on the road. And by the way, BC, that led to the painkillers and this, and it was off the rails. Some of that may be true. Some of that may absolutely be true. What I can tell you, though, is I have never seen this many young people. There was just a women's college basketball game on not long ago. And I'm not joking. On that court, at least 8 of those 10 gals, not just on the bench, the ones that were playing at the time, at least 8 of the 10 had some type of brace on their leg. Some were walking around with elbow friggin' restraints. They look like the Walking Dead, or at least the Wounded Dead. Athletes today, you're hearing one torn something after another torn something. Achilles are popping. Tendons are popping. Triceps are tearing. Quads are ripping. I've never seen this ever. I've played sports since mini BC. I've snapped my ankle in half. I've snapped my arm in half, dislocated / fractured my elbow in 2 pieces. But I can't remember all of these tears and rips and my muscles just ripping up. It's got to be the training regimens. It's got to be the machines that are used today. It's got to be a lot of poor trainers that are training. It's got to be a mixture of it. Because this is unacceptable. But when you get to pro wrestling, what they're doing in these rings, and guys, I'm not talking about like a pay-per-view where once in a blue moon you showcase what you can do. Cool. But I'm talking about on a Raw or a Dynamite or a Collision, a Rampage. They're out there getting dropped on their head 67 times. You don't got to do a 720 plancha Canadian Destroyer from the top rope through a flaming table of nails. It's Rampage. Undertaker's right, man. Just think about the story. And I'll go one better than The Undertaker, guys. I'll go one better. What I'll say is concentrate on your character more. Right? Dustin Rhodes is trying to tell people that in AEW. I feel bad for Dustin. He's like, I think some people are listening. Dustin Rhodes is like, but I think a lot of the other, they're kids and they just think they know everything. But they're a great group. And I do think that some of them listen to me. I'm like, no, they all should be listening to you. You're Dustin Rhodes. Dustin is amazing. I know Cody gets all the credit. If you guys truly don't appreciate how fucking good of a wrestler Dustin Rhodes is, formerly known as Goldust, then I mean, the way you view pro wrestling is skewed because Dustin Rhodes is one of the best to do this thing because he's so fluent and flawless. Dustin Rhodes is just a naturally gifted, amazing worker. And he knows how to do the character and the story. He knows all of it, man. Dustin is amazing. And I'm really glad he took back his, I think I'm going to retire in a year. He took that back recently. He says, as long as Tony Khan keeps putting me out there, I would love to go another 4 years-ish. But, he's trying to tell people in AEW, Undertaker, when he stops by, if these people would just listen to the vets, work on your character, man. That's going to be much more meaningful. MJF said it best. Carlos, you still up in here? Carlos will freaking back this up. Many, many moons ago, MJF was doing a promo in AEW. And MJF he called everybody out. His own fellow workers in that locker room of his. And MJF was like, I don't have to get dropped on my head 100 times a match. I don't have to put my body or my career on the line because I make you feel. MJF can go out there, do some punches, some kicks, clotheslines, and body slams. And MJF is going to make the fans feel something and talk about him the next day. MJF found the recipe for success. I just wish more wrestlers concentrated on that. But we're in a generation where a lot of the wrestlers you see today were the wrestlers that watched the Attitude Era, went to their backyard, and jumped on the fucking trampoline all night and day. And everything they did on the trampoline, now they're using the ring, the canvas, as their new trampoline. Undertaker's right, man. You can claim that Undertaker is the old man on the bench in the park now, right? Oh, he's the old guy on the bench. Here's the Undertaker. Back in my day, we used to walk 17 miles in the downpouring snow. And then we'd get there and find out school was not in session. We'd have to walk another 17 miles to get home. And when we got there, our parents told us they don't want us. So we walked another 12 miles to the YMWCA. But Undertaker isn't just the old guy on the bench, man. Undertaker is very, very knowledgeable to today's wrestling, yesterday's wrestling, and tomorrow's wrestling. Just is. I wish more people listen to Dustin Rhodes, to The Undertaker. They'd be better off, man. Because everybody just doing acrobatics, it's already gotten stale. There's a time around Black and Gold NXT, and that was really, bumping off, and AEW was at the tail end of that, its inception. That was the in thing. But when everybody's doing the same thing, it's no longer special. So now we're left with something that's no longer special, and nobody's got a character that's interesting enough, or a storyline, or a pot to piss in. Undertaker is correct. Now, let's go to the Raw preview. You guys have waited a whole hour, basically, for this. Raw is 40 minutes away. Before I do that, I got to give a salute to Sir Charles, man. One of my founding members of the board of directors, Gold Team, 14 months strong. Thanks for all the years of amplified facts, BC. Straight up amplify lightning bolts and amplify truth. Sir Charles, I appreciate you big time, man. Very much so. Always good to see your name pop up, whether it's a regular upload or these live streams. So, Sir Charles, if you don't mind, a salute to you, my man. Sir Charles. All right, Raw tonight. Now, you guys tell me. I'm going to run down this card, and you guys tell me if this is getting you excited for WrestleMania. Does it have anything to do with WrestleMania? It's because, guys, we're 47 days away from Mania. 6 weeks from Saturday. 6 weeks. That's less than a month and a half come Saturday. Less than a month and a half. And this card is main evented. I can't say main event. I think they're going to pop Gunther and Jey Uso there. I think Raw is going to start off. Latest word I got is Raw is starting off with Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. So Cody versus Drew. Now you're supposed to be... This is what I was told, right? If we wait a year... If Cody doesn't win the title at 39, BC, it's going to be a lot better, dude. The story will be, it's long-term storytelling, BC, at its finest. Well, no, what happened was for an entire year, we didn't even talk about the story. Now, Cody confuses everybody. He wins the Rumble, points at the sign, then tells Roman he doesn't want to face him at Mania, then comes out at a press conference and says, this is bullshit. I do want to face you at Mania. So he's confusing everybody. He gives no explanation, and he's just on Raw taking on Drew McIntyre. There's more of a feud with Cody and Drew! Cody and Drew! Than there's a feud with Cody and Roman. It looks like Cody and Roman want nothing to do with one another. Did you see him at the press conference? Did you see him 2 Fridays ago when he was telling Roman not at WrestleMania? Roman could care less about Cody. Cody, it looks like he doesn't want nothing to do with Roman. And this is what you're selling us. Now, I doubt very much Roman Reigns is there tonight from SmackDown. I doubt he's there to do anything with Cody. Rock definitely isn't. The Rock just... He just got the engine started in Florida at Daytona for the Daytona 500. The Rock was the honorary Grand Marshal. So The Rock is in Orlando. Roman was not advertised for. So what you're getting 6 weeks from Saturday anyway, 6 weeks before Mania, you're getting Cody Rhodes' big championship Mania build, Drew McIntyre match. Come on, unit. Come on, unit. That's what, right? I'm not over embellishing this. I mean, the volume's turned up, so you guys are entertained, no question, right? The coffee's flowing. You tuned into BC Amplified. You know you're going to have an entertaining stream. You're going to have a lot of fun when you're on this channel and we're talking pro wrestling. So I'm pumping up the volume for entertainment purposes, but nothing I'm saying is, there's no lies detected. This is not WrestleMania build. James Shrimp Fajitas, absolutely pointless. Sir Charles says lame. William F says, should we even care? No. Drew versus Cody. 6 weeks from Saturday to Mania, by the way. Cool. This build, man, whoa. And the only thing they're even really pumping up with Cody and Roman, by the way, is a fucking silly tag match. Sethington and Cody versus Roman and Rock. That's on all the promotional ads. Who the fuck needs to see that stupid-ass tag team match? Put that on a house show. Ain't nobody after 12 years wants The Rock to come back to have a damn tag team match. Yeah, I want to see Cody and Seth at WrestleMania in a tag team. And there's motherfuckers that can't wait to fucking watch that. Cody and Seth in a tag team. Take my wallet. Hey, here, take American Express. Do you take Discover? I have Visa. I have MasterCard. I have American Express. I have Capital One. I got Discover. Oh, Drew and Cody, like anybody should give a flying fuck on WrestleMania 6 weeks before Mania. Gunther and Jey Uso should be your main event, I believe, unless they're going to give that to the Ladies Battle Royal. But Gunther is going to take on Jey Uso for the IC title. We do not expect Gunther to be dropping that title. Now, this was a match a lot of people thought could be at Mania. And then we thought, wait, BC was the first to tell you. What I'm hearing down in Florida from my people is that is not happening at Mania. It could happen at the Chamber. And then we found out it's not even happening at the Chamber. They're going to rush it to tonight. And that's because we're also hearing that they would like to do Jimmy versus Jey at Mania. I don't know how you set that up, though. Unless that's going to be set up through the Bloodline and Cody's and Seth's little thing that they have. And then that would allow, I guess, Jey would join Cody's little group. And then that would allow Jey to get over to the blue brand. And then the blue brand's Jimmy to go over to the red. Hopefully that makes sense. But Gunther and Jey Uso is tonight. You're also going to have a Women's Last Chance Battle Royal. The winner of this will be the last participant into the Elimination Chamber. So what was all the qualifying matches for? You had all these qualifying matches, and all the losers get another shot. How many chances do you need to get a chance at a title? It's not even like the Chamber. The title's actually on the line. So basically, when it's all said and done, a female could have 3 chances to get the shot at the title. The original qualifying match, the Last Chance Battle Royal, and then the actual Elimination Chamber itself. Last Chance Battle Royal tonight. And then you have to ask the big question mark. What about Jade Cargill? Because isn't it tonight or bust? It's got to be tonight or bust. And if you put her into the Chamber and she wins tonight's Battle Royal, it's Becky Lynch that is winning, right? They've been planting the seeds for Becky and Rhea for the past 2 weeks, even at the press conference. And then we're hearing if there's a third participant, Liv Morgan is going to be added in. So would they make a fatal 4-way and somehow Jade Cargill's into this? And if not, then Rhea takes on Nia at the Chamber, and somehow Jade Cargill and Nia have to cross paths, because if Jade Cargill is going to just have an exhibition match at Mania, you got to believe it's going to be Nia Jax, right? They already set that up at the Royal Rumble. I think Nia was squashing people like Becky Lynch so that they can make her a beast so that Jade Cargill can slay that beast. I don't know, man. You got to wonder, though, are they going to put Jade Cargill in this match? And that's tricky ground to walk on, because if she does make the chamber, she either wins it or doesn't. And if she doesn't, you just ruin Jade Cargill. The problem is, should she be winning that match over Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan and so many others? I don't know, bro. I like Jade Cargill. I want her to be booked like a beast. You're going to piss off a lot of people if she just waltzes into the chamber and beats everybody. So I just threw about 26 questions at you guys, but they're legit questions you have to ask. What are they doing with the Jade Cargill? From Saturday, they're 6 weeks before Mania, and you have nothing for this. She doesn't even have a brand. Do you guys know on WWE's official roster, public roster page, they have 6 free agents. 6 free agents. And they're the weirdest names. Like MVP, they still have him as a talent, and he's a free agent. Omos, probably because Omos is a free agent, you got MVP as the free agent, so I guess it's a tandem. Brock Lesnar, Van Wagner. Remember Van Wagner was like called up, and then you didn't hear anything about Van Wagner? He's a free agent on the actual public roster list for the main roster. And Brock Lesnar. Did I say Brock? And then there's another dude too. Quincy something? Is there a Quincy? I think his name is Quincy, or he's like an NXT guy. Nobody knows why he got called up. It was a weird call up. And he's a free agent. So there's 6 names that are free agents. Oh, I got a joke for you guys too. I'm not done with the Raw preview, but I got a joke for you, right? This is a real statement by Omos. Omos was asked recently if he was going to be at WrestleMania in a match, and he said, "I'm a special attraction. That's what they pay me the big bucks for." He said, so if they need something really big to captivate people, they will call me. That's a true statement by Omos. He's like, I'm a big attraction. They call me when they really need something big to happen and they need a lot of people to watch. So I'll be at WrestleMania if they need something really big. BC had to laugh at that, bro. I was like, that's funny. This dude got jokes, and it's not even April Fool's. Back to the preview. 8-man schmaz tonight. Judgment Day versus Miz, R-Truth, and the Micro Machines. Oh, no, I call Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate and P.D. Dunne are the Micro Machines. Gargano and Tommaso. Micro Machines Part 2? Can they be Micro Machines too? Or do we call them the Lollipop Kids? Like the Wizard of Oz? I don't know. I'll think about it. But DIY, Miz, and R-Truth. So you're going to have more laughs tonight, guys. We're going to giggle. You guys ready to giggle? R-Truth is going to be in shenanigans, man. He's going to be like, I'm with the Judgment Day. No, I'm not. I'm with you, Miz. I'm with the Judgment Day. I'm with you, Miz. And we're going to giggle. And we're going to talk about how much of a gold gem R-Truth is, right? We do it every week. I like R-Truth. Makes me laugh from time to time. This is getting stale. This is making Judgment Day look less like a diabolical group and more like the Goof Troop. In fact, that's what they are. They're the Goof Troop. R-Truth out there putting t-shirts on Dominic last week. Giving fucking piles of cash, and McDonuts is stuffing it in his trousers. R-Truth is constantly trying to tell Judgment, I'm with you guys, man. And they're like, are you Truth? Get out of here, man. How many weeks and shows can you do this? It's like the same joke over and over. At what point do you get sick of it? Are we really doing this? We're all playing along just because we like R-Truth. Every fucking show, we're like, that was funny. Slap me, slapsticks. That was funny. Did you see Truth? He put Dominic in a t-shirt, and then he got up on the apron. He was like, I'm with you guys. No, I'm not. Fucking Truth. He's gold, bro. He's fucking gold, man. Truth. Fucking Truth. Truth, man. That fucking Truth. You know why, though? They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, guys. Just like Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Paul Levesque McMahon's the same way. If they come up with any idea, even if it's a mediocre idea, a lukewarm idea, they're like, let's run it into the ground until we reach rock bottom, resurrect it a few feet, and then initiate it back to rock bottom again. If we do hit the bottom of the bottom, keep digging. They don't have anything. They don't know where they're going with fucking R-Truth. I'm so tired of Judgment Day looking like a bunch of fucking clowns. Literally the goof troop. I enjoy R-Truth's stupidity, right? It's funny. But sometimes you gotta know the line, man. R-Truth cannot look that stupid. What am I saying? Guys, I've reached my breaking point with Truth. Either he gets they do some funny stuff tonight. I don't want to see just the same shit where R-Truth is facing Judgment Day again. But he doesn't, he's kind of like on their side, but he's doing everything against them. How many times do you see this? DB for life. Beyond, bro. Beyond. No question. Oh, this is good. This is right here. This is why would you spend your Monday night primetime anywhere else but watching Raw? Chad Gable versus Ivar. Yeah! Yes! Chad Gable and Ivar. Because you haven't seen Ivar take on Chad Gable and Otis and Tozawa 87 times in the last 3 months. Why not do it again? Oh, I tell you, man. How are they even pumping this up? I would love to know. This is an official quote by WWE. For several weeks, the Alpha Academy have been at war with Ivar and Van Halen. Love that band, Van Halen. For several weeks. It's been months, bro. Oh, look at that. Even the WWE.com staff member writer doesn't even watch the show. I don't blame him. Always one to lead by example, Master Gable now seeks a monumental win when he takes on the one-man wrecking crew in a highly anticipated rematch. A highly anticipated rematch. Yeah, that's what I thought when I fucking woke up, right? I want to get all the business done. I got to do X, Y, and Z. I got to watch Ivar and fucking Chad Gable in their rematch. I'm so highly anticipating this. Will Gable's technical prowess be enough to avoid the tsunami and crop Ivar down to size? That's about as geeky as the match itself. Shut up. Fucking stupid. Fucking get the fuck out of here, you idiot. Will Gable's technical prowess be enough to chop down the tsunami of Ivar's greatness? The fuck talks like? Who speaks like that? Imagine being at a bar with your buddy. Yeah, dude, Gable's taking on. I wonder if his technical prowess will be able to take out his tsunami of skill sets. Oh, I know his diabolical range of skill might offset the intuitional flow that he psychologically can bring into his mat technitional game. You know what I mean? No, I understand that, but when he jumps from his eye arsenal can go into his mediocre game on the ground, and that could semi-ultra impact his fundamental standing. You know what I mean? So it's all about the excursion of the Exizowitz. And when you do the Exizowitz, the excursion becomes tenfold. No, I understand that, but Ivar's going to have the Exizowitz, and when you do that, it's fundamentally sound because it's an intellectual offspring. You see what I'm saying? And that kind of is a jumping off landing spot, ceremonial, prestigious inbound of repetition. That kind of is an ultrasound to the impact of the boundary that was set intuitionally from the inset of the onsletted. Check! The fuck talks like that? I've had a lot of coffee. Guys, much love and respect. Raw is going to hit the airwaves in about 23 minutes. I want to make sure you guys are catching it. So I'm going to wind this down now. I'm going to go to some super chats that were blasting off while BC was in that tantrum, by the way. Spicy Mama McCaleb, 9-month membership. Spicy Mama. 175 on those ups, by the way. Let's go to 200 live on 24 minutes notice before Monday Night Raw. You guys fucking rock. Spicy Mama says, hey, handsome, going 9 months strong. My brother and I literally debated about Rock versus Roman. I told him I've been waiting for that match. Shake my head. You and me both, Spicy Mama, and many, the thousands, the millions of people that have been waiting for that dream match. We're not getting it anymore. It got fucking, as The Rock said on Friday, right? You had it in the palm of your hands and let it slip away. Spicy Mama, 9 months strong. Here's to another 9+. Spicy Mama McCaleb. One of my very best on this channel. Always good seeing you up in here. I appreciate you. Big Nang, 5-spot coffee. Big Nang says, BC, if they don't get Teddy Long to come out with, hold up just for a minute, players, and book this tag team match, it'd be more deeper in a shittier hole. Yeah, if they're going to do the Seth and Cody versus Rock and Roman, I'm going to put together a tag team match, player. That would pop BC, but I still would not want to see this match. Big Nang. I cannot express to you guys enough how much The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Sethington Rollins and Cody Rhodes, how much that does nothing for me. That is a house show at best. I will read the results and maybe watch a clip or two on the online doohickey machine. I would never need to see that. Forget a WrestleMania. I would never need to see that at a Backlash. Or one of these stupid fucking NXT, these NXT PLEs that they put in the middle of fucking nowhere and they don't tell anybody about. Stand and Deliver. I wouldn't want to see that at Stand and fucking Deliver. I wouldn't want to see that on a Raw, a SmackDown, a Shotgun Saturday Night, a main event, a Rampage, a Collision, the local bingo hall with 6 people in attendance, and they're all wrestlers. Luigi Lugnuts, Danny Dipshit Dugenheimer, Fuckwad Fred, Holly Handjob, Receptionist Rebecca, Titfucker Tammy. I wouldn't need to. I wouldn't want to see that match. That nonsensical fucking tag match. But at least, Big Nang, let me bring this back full circle. At least Teddy Long would pop BC. That would get a laugh from BC. DT, 5-spot coffee, super chat. DT, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the coffee. Hey, BC, if they go with the tag team match at Mania, it would be more disappointing than the Brothers of Destruction versus DX, but worse. Now, DT, that was in Saudi Arabia a few years ago, right? That wasn't even WrestleMania. I think that was one of those like crown jewel events, correct? And absolutely, it would absolutely be the same exact thing. Only on a bigger scale, so it would be even worse. Carlos, Titty fucking Tammy. We heard that it's the old lady of Danny Dipshit Dugenheimer, but then we hear there was some activities going on behind. I don't even know. I don't know. She was fired 16 times and keeps getting brought back to the local bingo hall. I have no idea what they're doing. I heard that one night somebody walked in on Titty fucking Tammy and Handjob Holly, and they were doing some extracurricular things. I'm not going to get into it right now. Where'd I leave off? But DT, yeah, it would be even worse, unfortunately. William F. Salud! 10-spot, couple more coffees from William F. My tried and true. Thanks for making the night, BC and Amp Unit. I wish Raw would be this good. Replenish some M&Ms on me. Who knows, William F? It's 5 a.m. this Saturday when I go live for the Elimination Chamber on this channel. I might have a fresh bag of M&Ms, bro. Can I have M&Ms at 5 a.m.? Of course I can. William F, I appreciate it, dude. It'll be that 10 spot, a coffee and a fresh pack of M&Ms. William F, another salute. I nursed this coffee, man. I wanted to save it through the whole stream. I got I managed to do it somehow. You guys had half of this already gone in super chats and membership chats before we even got into stories. So somehow I was able to save some. But we've reached the end of the stream. I can down this and go get a fresh Dunkin' Extra. William F., I appreciate you. Guys, to all my channel members, you guys showed up big time. I legit mean this was on 24 minutes notice tonight. Before we went live, I only gave 24 minutes of notice. Hundreds of you guys joined me throughout the entire hour and 20 minutes plus. And I know over the next 48 hours, thousands of you guys will catch this. But to my live unit, to you guys that caught this live and you have a gold card after your name, my channel members, you guys fucking showed up and showed out tonight. Guys, it was a half an hour before I even got to my first story. That was mostly my gold unit, my board of directors. So I really gotta say, more than usual, salute right the fuck back to ya. Right back to ya! Give some LA night. And to my super chatters as well, whether you're a gold member or not, and you just chucked a coffee at BC. Guys, you were fucking rocking too, man. If you don't mind, I'll give a quick little shout out to you guys too. Where did it say? DB for life. Derek Fleming Jr., Lone Revolver 1, Dave Mealy, Big Nang, Jacqueline Robinson, Bobby Means, DT, and I a couple from William F. and Stegmeister with the 50-spot banger bomb. I think once that banger bomb came up from Stegmeister, bro, that just ignited the entire stream to a whole nother level. So I got to thank Stegmeister for that. All right, guys, that's it. You're about 15 minutes away from Raw. I really hope it's a good show, man. I really do. I have all these concerns and questions because we're almost 6 weeks away from Mania, and it doesn't feel it. So I'm going to be watching. I'm going to have an old school, not my fucking keyboard or my laptop. No, I'm going to have a notepad and my Sharpie pen, and I'm going to do my due diligence on all the notes. And tomorrow, I'm going to have a full amplified review, and I hope it's more positive than negative. But if it has to be negative, I'm going to burn that shit to the ground. Monday Night Raw is in 15 minutes. We're 47 days away from Mania. No more bullshit excuses. No more mulligans. There's no football competition. Let's bring the heat. Let's make it feel like WrestleMania season. Let's act like the Elimination Chamber is this Saturday. Let's make pretend there's a Hall of Fame in 46 nights. Salute, guys. Much love and respect. Carlos Ray, Alicia Vukovic, D. Monte, Santivia. Kehi Fleming, Gold Leaf with that gold card. James Shrimp Fajitas, Isaiah, DC Lanier, Johnny, Carlos Ray, Eddie Brash, William F. I can't do a full roll call, but that's just the names that were up on the screen as I look. So, all right, that's it. Now you're 14 minutes away from Raw. Let's go. Should we? I know the Super Bowl's over, but does anybody want to go long? Anybody want to catch this? I'm doing a 75-yarder here, man. I can throw it. 75 yards. Let's go. G. Glover, go down. Dante Jarren, 23. Put him up, bro. Dante Jarren's doing the biceps. Yeah. I did triceps earlier, but I'll give you the fucking bicep slap. Mikhail. Yes. Flip. Stegmeister. Tony Partida. Go. Who the fuck is off? Get in bounds, man. Several of you guys are in the stands, basically. Hold on. Get back in bounds. There you go. All right, 75. Here we go.